have rightly done is to say, look, there could be an issue here. So,
open the gates.
Eh?
Let them in.
We can't just open the gates.
Yes, you can.
That would.
You just let them through as you would do normally.
They will.
All those people there. All those people there have got tickets, right?
Well, we don't know.
Of course they have. Well, they wouldn't be there, would they?
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
we don't know. But anyway, in order that things are done correctly, we're going to have a 30-minute delay, and we'll get these people in as and when we can. That's the old facade from Highbury, by the way. It looks great.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Proper club. Wonderful club.
It is a proper club. It really is.
And that's why last year at different times I was disappointed to see the manager behaving the way he did. But then we know what to expect now this season. Everybody else eventually woke up to what I felt was behaviour that just wasn't befitting of not just Arsenal, but our game in general. And there's a new code this year, which means managers, when they misbehave, will be booked. This year, which means managers, when they misbehave, will be booked. Guardiola was last night, 1 yellow, 3, and you've got a touchline ban.
Arteta's had won the Community Shield.
He did. Yeah, he did. That's fantastic, though, isn't it?
That looks great.
Love it.
That looks great.
And when you come out of London on this line and you look out the train window,
huge.
And there it is. There,
absolutely huge.
Absolutely wonderful.
It's one of the better modern ones, isn't it?
Yeah, and it is down simply to Arsene Wenger, who, when he was with us recently, told us that the only reason that the banks lent Arsenal the money to build this is that he agreed to stay as the manager for a minimum of 4 years beyond the build. So had he gone, that probably would never have been built.
Is that better than Tottenham? Is Tottenham better than that?
I think Tottenham's probably better than that now. But it's of its time.
Yeah.
I mean, this, by the way, overdue at last, the statue of Arsene Wenger outside the arena. And if Arsene had had the money, Andy, that Stan Kroenke has now released, financial issues that he had there.
Totally. I mean, the guy was. Others were shopping in Harrods. He was shopping at high street markets.
And let's not forget, he left with 3 FA Cup wins in his last 4 seasons.
Yeah,
but again, I just said of United, winning the Carabao Cup. United should be embarrassed. That's not something you celebrate if you're Manchester United.
Well, it is if you've not won anything for years.
Well, yeah, they have. They've won it, and they've won in Europe. Mourinho delivered a European trophy.
Mourinho did, yeah.
And Van Gaal delivered the FA Cup. You know, it's not one that you look at and go, well, that's what a season we've had.
No, I don't think anybody looks at Manchester United who's involved with it and looks back at that League Cup win and thinks, what a season we had. They can't do.
Well, I hope not.
They can't.
Anyway, if you've just joined us, this game, our first this afternoon, our first of 3, will be delayed by 30 minutes because there's too many people outside trying to get inside. Meanwhile, goal in the World Cup. The Lionesses have equalised. They fell behind to Colombia. They're on terms at half-time.
Oh, no.
Keeper.
No.
Well done.
What did I say about luck in the Colombian goal? Yeah. That's a huge chunk just going England's way.
But that's what you're in there for, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are our 1700 Mecca starts. Welcome back. Well, welcome back. Welcome to the Premier League. Luton voted for it in '91. They weren't around to see it the inaugural season. They've been relegated at the end of that campaign, but they are now. They go to Brighton today. How much money have they made in the last 12 months selling players?
I couldn't guess.
That's our second feature of the afternoon. Everton, who some think are going to have another difficult season.
No, you do. Made
worse by the fact that they might yet be heading for a points deduction because of financial irregularities. We wait for a decision on that around about October.
Do you know, we've had a lot of...
run through this. Everton play Fulham, Sheffield United play Palace, Bournemouth play West Ham, all live on beIN Sports. Goals from the other 3 as we watch Brighton play. Sorry, what were you going to say? That's the late one today, Newcastle Villa.
Yeah, that's a game.
Sorry.
No, what was going to say about Everton, you know, there's been many years in the last, 7 or 8, where things haven't gone well for Everton. They've struggled, they've languished in the bottom half of the league. But I, as an Everton supporter and ex-player, have never started a season feeling as worried as I am about Everton than this season.
What did you used to say to me about Southampton? You can only go to the well so often, and they kept going, and they